What's up everybody, TJ got Kicks 89 here, back with another video. From the description you can tell that we've got the Pollens today. So the Jordan 1 Pollen was one of the two yellow based colorways of Jordans that came out in August. This was released in retail yesterday at Hoopsstation outlets all over KL. I was fortunate enough to get my pair from the Hoopsstation Summit outlet. I got this right immediately after my basketball game with the Roofers. Sitting there, from what the guy said, it was one pair per size. So glad I got my US 9.5. It's gone at the Summit now, but still at the date of recording of this video, it's still available on the Hoopsstation app, I believe. Full size run. I'm not sure if that is legitimate news, but from what I checked this morning, it was still in a full size run. So try your best to check out. If not, you're probably going to have to pick this up for resale, which isn't going too high right now here in Malaysia at least. So enough about the blabbering, let's get on to the shoes. What actually really caught my attention is, I'm not a big fan of boxes, but I like the way that they incorporated the pollen yellow into the Jordan 1 box. It's exactly the same sort of design, copywriting and all of that. It's the same, but I like the way that they add the whole pollen yellow, like I said, incorporated into the box. So it's a really good touch. So let's flip this open. Every other video on YouTube obviously already has blown this shoe up, but I'm gonna tell you my honest thoughts about it. So left pair, yes, we will be reviewing the left pair of the shoe for the sake of consistency. So yeah, let's just put all of this stuff right over here. It's the right pair right there. So there you go. This is the Jordan 1 High OG Pollen. On the shoe box, the color code says pollen white black, so I assume that the pollen is the yellow part of the shoe. Right off the bat, I want to say that I don't have a lot of yellow based Jordans in general, so when I had the chance to pick this up, it reminded me a lot of the Old Love, New Love, the New Love specifically. Missed out on the 2018-2019 drop of that, but happy to get this pair in hand. Plus the 2018 one wasn't exactly true to form, so I'd rather have this instead. This is very close to the Maze University Dunks, or the Syracuse, sorry, not the Syracuse, the Maze University Dunks, basically in a similar color blocking fashion, except the Dunks are a lot more hyped than Jordan 1s these days, I assume. So the retail price of the Jordan 1 Pollen here in Malaysia is 729 ringgit, as opposed to the older retail price, which was RM 649. So that's about a 50 ringgit increase. Why? I wonder myself too, but from what the people at Hoopsstation told me and my other friends while we were checking out the shoes yesterday, is that the quality of the materials has significantly increased, what they say. So I'm not really sure if that holds true to form, but like I said, I'll give you my honest thoughts. Before that, let's get into the materials of the shoe. So right off the bat, you've got a primarily leather build going all around the shoe. Everyone's familiar with the Jordan 1 anyways. You get a nylon tongue. You don't get a leather patch, but you get a corresponding color patch, the tongue patch with whatever that's going on around the shoe. Cupsole construction, obviously EVA wedge with the air in the back. Standard Jordan 1 traction in that pollen yellow. I keep wanting to call these the ochre yellows because if you look at the shading, I think DJ Sneakerhead made a video on this, but sorry, not DJ, I think it was Mike Rich. Mike Rich compared these to the ochres, and they look pretty much, I mean the shade of yellow look pretty much alike. So what I think justifies the hike in the price is what they say is the leather. So if you look up close, this feels very, very soft to the touch, which is a no-brainer, obviously. Same thing with the black sides. I want to say that this is not, to me, as soft as the Fusion Highs, which are actually sitting back there. But those are a thinner cut of leather. I have a feeling, and this is just my personal opinion, I think this leather, the cut is a lot more thicker compared to the Fusion Reds. So does it justify the 729 ringgit price though? In my opinion, not really, because unless you're putting extra effort into making this release a little bit more well thought out, with a better storyline, a better promotion, better branding and whatnot, probably yes. This shoe still has quality control issues. I'm not a stickler for glue stains and whatnot. I would rather have glue stains there. I'll tell you that why in another video. But like small little details like this, can you see that black stain there? Shouldn't be there on a shoe that is 729. The heel also has like some stuff stuck there. So like I said, I'm not a stickler for the finishing, but what's important to me is the materials itself. So what lends to the hike in the price is, I think, the thickness of this yellow part, which is also quite soft to the touch, but still feels significantly, not too much, but still feels quite hard in my opinion. What would also justify the price, but you get two different laces. In other videos overseas, you see that they only come with the black laces. I don't know if the shops just jack the white laces, but here in Malaysia, you get two different lacing options. So you have three, I mean. So you've got the pollen yellow laces already stock in the shoes. You've got a white lace to correspond with the white midsole that you have there, and you've got the black to obviously match with the black tongue and the black leather backing. So nothing much to really say about the shoe. I wish that also the insides were was a yellow footbed instead of a black footbed. I think I told this to everyone at Hoopsstation yesterday. I would have rather had a yellow, pollen yellow footbed with black Nike Air branding, which is gonna come off unless you tape your shit like what I've learned to do nowadays. But I would rather have that, because to me, I think it just adds a nice pop to the entire shoe. But yeah, nothing much to really go over the shoe. There's not many QC issues here, but what I wanted to point out was that I don't think the camera can pick this up, but there's a lot more open perforations that you can see here as opposed to this. Like when I rub all across this, you can see that it kind of like contours and moves, while this part of the front is a little bit stiffer, but not an issue, because I think that just lends to the overall structure of the Jordan 1, because once they break in, they tend to lose their shape, especially at the front. Kind of looks a little bit too jacked sometimes. I think people are probably reverting back to their 2013 comments about Jordans not wanting to be able to crease that much. But overall, I think it's a pretty good quality shoe. This will definitely increase in price over time, not within this year at least, but when people start wearing them, when pairs like this become a little bit more rare, obviously people will want to pay high prices for this shoe. Much like the shattered backboards, it's the same thing everywhere, right? So yeah, that takes care. Let's get that out of the way. That takes care of the review of the Jordan 1 High OG in the pollen colorway. A very, very interesting twist on the Jordan 1, using that reverse bread color blocking. Pretty good shoe in my opinion. Very happy with this pickup. Very happy with the materials that they used on this shoe, both shoes I mean. Definitely gonna be looking for a second pair to double up on this, because I think I would like to rock this a little bit more often. So yeah, I guess that's it. Jordan 1 High OG Pollen. TJ got Kicks 89.